Hey, what's up, everybody? Episode 358. This is the Murder Master Music Show, the one and only, you know what I'm saying, of UGSforlife.com. That's the only place you can see us at, you know what I'm saying, often imitated but never duplicated. You know, and that's real talk, man. I'll get into a little bit of that later on, maybe after we chop it up with our guests. But tonight, you know what I'm saying, we ain't got no time for that right now. But right now, we got a legend, a producer. I'm talking about someone who's made tracks to the likes of, you know what I'm saying, Big Mike, E40, Trinity Garden Cartel. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on, man. Straight out of Houston, Texas, this is none other than Michael B., man. Michael Banks, Trinity Garden Cartel. Man, how you doing, Mike?
Oh, man, I'm great, man. I'm at work, actually, and took time out, man, to do this interview, man, because that's what it's all about, man. Got to be there. Got to do it for the people, man.
What's up. Man, that's what's up, man. We really appreciate you taking the time to do this, man. We won't keep you too long, Mike, but we definitely, you know, it's been a minute since we had you on the show. We want to catch up with you and find out what's going on, man, in 2017. What are you up to?
Oh, man, a lot of things, man. It's true. It's first of all, I want to say that, man, I'm in school, man, and also trying to balance with family and music and school, man. Boy, that's a hard task, but man, I'm doing it, you know. But project wise, man, I got a couple of things in the fire, man. First off, just released on Valentine's Day, I did a release with Ice Water Slaughter from Trinity Garden. You know, he's with Criminal Element, and we released a song called Hater, I Love You, man, for all your haters, man. If you ever had a hater, you know, instead of getting all down about somebody hating you at your job or whatever, man, next time, man, you just tell them, hater, you know what, man, I love you, man. You're making me stronger every day, man.
Man, that's what I've been saying lately, too.
Yeah,
you hear
so
me?
we got
I've been thanking that motherfucking ass.
It's available right now on CD, baby. All you do is just Google Ice Water Slaughter, Hate I Love You, man. So that's in the works. That's what's released. Right now, all the projects that's getting through got, first, let me see, on the top of the list, Herb, man, that's from Trinity Garden Cartel. He got songs with, man, he got some irons in the fire, man. He got songs with Yo Gotti, Coming to You, man. A lot of hot features, man. And what else? Got my man Road Dogg. He got songs with Rick Ross and Too Short, man. And these are all my tracks, you know. So good thing. It's a good look, man. And what else? I got some guys down in Detroit, Michigan, man. Lion from the Lake, man. He messing with Young Buck and the members of the Outlaw, man, and Six Deuce, who was on Dr. Dre's episode, man. They got some heat, man, coming, man. And these are, once again, all my tracks, man. And so I'm just loving it, man, right now. I know sleep and getting tired, man, is my only enemy right now.
Yeah.
So that's what's
it sounds
up.
like you got a lot going on your plate, man. Not only you know what I'm saying, like you said, school, the job, but all the music. Now the Herb man, he was part of Trinity Garden Cartel as well. He was on the cover of Don't Blame It on the Music, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
He's got a solo coming out. This is his first solo in a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, he got a solo, man. He's just been kind of just grinding in the studio, getting the right songs, man. One thing I can definitely say about him, man, he's not gonna make a move until he knows that he's ready with the right material, man. He's just not, you know, anxious to just put out project with anything and everything. He's coming out with some quality music, man, with the right folks, with the right strategy and the right game plan to make the best type of response to the world.
Yeah.
So he got, man, Yo Gotti. He got, of course, he got, you know, Slim and the whole Houston on deck. You know, Bun and everybody, Trey the Truth and everybody, man. They're just loving it, man. You know, he's just waiting on him to, you know, to get done and release.
Now, Mike, what's going on with D of Trinity Garden Cartel? I know he's been locked up for a minute. Is there any chance of him getting out anytime soon?
Oh, no, D is home, man. D is home.
He's home?
Feeling good and doing. Yes, he's home. I'll definitely give you his information. Cause I know he definitely want to get on here and scream at y'all, man. So
oh, hell yeah.
He's
hell
home,
yeah.
man, and working with his son, his Chucky Trill. They got singles out on the radio and everything right now. I can give you his information, man. So, man, we just ready to roll, man. Got a lot of things.
Well, we linked up
man,
again, man. We definitely gonna
yeah.
take them numbers and get in contact with these guys. And because D, yeah, man, I'm glad he's home. How long has he been home?
Man, I think maybe like a year. But he could definitely communicate and really give clarification on that. I don't know if it's actually a year because I guess when you first get home, you got to get some stuff situated. And, he just got to get his foundation, settled where he's going to be staying and all that kind of junk. But apparently everything is in place because he's rocking and rolling, man. I don't know what he's doing.
So does this mean, Mike, does this mean that there's going to be a Trinity Garden Cartel album in the works?
I don't know, man. We working on it, man. I sure do hope so, man, because I'm still getting emails from the UK and China, man, saying, hey, when? When are we going to do? Whatever. So hopefully in the works, man. That's what I'm hoping for.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Let's give them a taste of
what
they
the game needs,
getting,
man.
Yeah, the game needs this because you guys, you know what I'm saying, you guys are some of the dopest cats out of the 90s, man. That album, Don't Blame It on the Music, it was banned. Tell everybody what happened with that album.
Well, from my understanding, it was, we used, we didn't have clearance for one of the, some of the policemen that were on the cover. And so some kind of way, man, they tried to sue Rap A Lot or whatnot, and we ended up just, having to take it off the shelf, man, and, just put a halt on that particular project. But in between the time that it was released, man, we were able to travel and see the world, man, as some young cats straight out the hood, man. That was like a huge blessing, man, to be
that's what's up.
To be on the Rap A Lot platform, and it's all love, though. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like we were different. I mean, we're from the same neighborhood. Fifth Ward is like a couple of neighborhoods down the way, but, man, it was just that love. Like, hey, man, let's get on this bus, man, and go show the world, man, what we have, man. And
yeah.
We met
and breaking these boys off and shit, just traveling the world and representing y'all shit.
They were able to meet and network with a lot of people, man. Of course, the family of Rap A Lot Face and Willie-D and Bushwick and all those rappers that were out at that time, the Big Mello, the 3-2, and everybody, man. That was just like networking with those guys, and it was good, man.
Gangsta Nip.
It was good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, all of them, man. They just showed D and X-Man and Sub-Zero and Herb and all of them. They just showed them mad love, man. Even the staff. The staff was just like, hey, man, I know y'all got your own thing going, man, but, we nationwide, let us show y'all how we do our thing. It's just two big companies coming together saying, hey, I got an idea about this, let's do it this way. Then they back on that, nah, hold on, let me tweak that, let's do it this way. So it was good, man. It was a great learning experience, man. I learned a lot dealing with the big. That's the first time I'd ever been in a major studio. One day you in your bedroom doing tracks, and the next day you in front of like Mike Dean and N.O. Joe, and they're like sharing ideas with no holdback. It's like they knew I was in competition, but it really wasn't a competition because it was like, man, hey, we all together. Mike Dean, now look, EQ your bass line like this, man, and it's gonna rock like this here, man. Just trust me, I got you.
Just working, you know what I'm saying? Like, learning and building, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the real shit right there, man.
Yeah, man.
A lot of that is lost nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's ironic, too? The album is called Don't Blame It on the Music, which obviously you guys had the title on the song long before the album got banned. And then they come around the corner and ban the album. That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
So let's give them that classic. Then we're gonna come back and chop it up with you, Mike. This is Don't Blame It on the Music, Trinity Garden Cartel, 1994, and it's still just as good as it was back then. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Never gets old, Mike B. Never gets old, man. And just to think that you guys are getting ready to drop some dope music this year, I'm looking forward to that. We'll take a couple callers, Mike. We got one from your neck of the woods, 713. What's up, Houston, Texas?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How y'all doing?
What's going on, man?
Welcome.
I'm good.
Music.
It's a pleasure and an honor to be on the phone. I listen to you guys quite a bit, man.
Appreciate that, bro.
I got a question for Mike B.
Oh man, what's up?
Man, basically, what I want to know is, I mean, you're a legend, you're an icon, dope producer. I've been a fan of your music for a long time, obviously since I'm from Houston. And I always wanted to know, the style of production changed drastically from the Ghetto My Hood to Don't Blame It on the Music, and pretty much every subsequent Cartel release since the second album. And I always wanted to know, you know, how did you come up with that production style of, because, you know, the Ghetto My Hood, it was real sample-driven and breakbeat-driven.
Mm-hmm.
But on the Ghetto My Hood, and like I said, every album after that, you brought in the live instrumentation, the guitars, the live drums, the keyboards, and the pianos and stuff like that. And I just want to know, how did you come up with that? You know, because it worked, and you developed your own sound, and you kind of took that and ran with it, you know, with even doing the production for Big Mike and K-Nut out of Detroit and all of those other guys. So I just wanted to know, how did you come up with that style?
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to squeeze it down and not be so long-winded with this answer. Okay, first of all, when I first started, you talking about a person who I didn't know how to play the keys. I played by ear, but it didn't dawn on me that I had. Okay, Mike B, you are a producer of a rap group. You got to start learning how to play and how to at least know the key of what the sample is in, because these guys may not be ready to hire a piano player when you need it or whatever the case may be. So if you could tell from Get On My Hood, like it was sample-driven because I could not play. Some of the, for instance, What's Your Name? That was one of the songs that may have the most piano parts in it, or whatever the case may be. And guess what? My homeboy Albert, who played the bass on some of the stuff, one of my Albert Brown, he played the piano in the song. So from there, I just had to step by step and start practicing on playing the piano, picking out keys, learning what chords are. And my man Reggie, we used to call him Smoked Out Reggie. As crazy as he was so talented with informing us on the game of music. Like when I'm creating, he would be like, "No, Mike B, don't do that chord like that. That chord don't make sense based on what key you in. You need to not do this. You need to do it like that." So we had a lot of talented people behind the scenes that would educate me in those wee hours of the night and be like, "No, Mike, you should do your beat that you're trying to redo from Isaac the Brothers. Man, hey, you should do it in the key of E or whatever." And I said, "Well, now, Reggie, I don't understand the key of E. You need to come point it out to me." So these are guys that would take time out with me behind the scenes and educate me. And so, okay, like moving from Get On My Hood to like the next project, which was D's Straight Texas Hoodoo. That's when I moved from going from the EPS to the ASR. You got more things that can happen. And then the next project, you Don't Blame It on the Music, you got going from the ASR to me owning an MPC. That changed the game right there. You got more drum structure. You got, it's just, you can tell each particular progression meant I bought some new equipment, and I had to learn that and put it in place. And, you know, from dealing with Mike Dean and, you know, Joe and a bunch of other producers that were messing around with rap a lot, I saw how these guys were doing it. These guys owned, like, a vintage keyboards, like the Rhodes and different stuff like these original Moogs and all kind of stuff, like keyboards that, you know, I didn't know about. So yeah, I had to try to make those sounds, man, to make myself sound like, you know, I'm part of what's going on, you know. And so now you got you can tell each project, meaning you can tell each change with the change of time of music. Now you got mostly computer-based software now. You know, I'm making beats right now strictly on Pro Tools. Right now, I just kind of have to pull out those sounds from my ASR when I need them. But you know, I don't even have in my computer room. I don't even have space for my Rhodes keyboard or my you know. I kind of got all that stuff in storage right now. You know, so that's how with each particular project came with. Either I bought some new equipment and the act of me learning it, that's what actually changed the sound. Trust me, it wasn't done on purpose. It was just kind of like, hey, I'm going to put this new keyboard in effect, and I'm going to apply it to about seven or eight beats. So that's what made the sound different. And, you know, of course, the artist would come in and be like, well, nah, my beat, don't do that, do this. Let's try this. You know, D and everybody, they was a major impact on some of the things. It's been times where I worked on a whole beat for, you know, 6 or 7 hours, and D them come in there like, man, what in the world is that? You know, so I was in, it's like the boxing ring. That's what I always say. It's like I'm in the boxing ring, man. I could work on something all day, man, and the artist, you know, not be feeling it. And you know, I gotta take it and just say, hey, man, okay, cool, give me another hour. I'm finna hit you with something new. You know, the whole part of me taking something personal and getting my feelings hurt, that went away. That went away years. Trinity Garden Cartel, they set me up good for that one.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Especially in this industry, you got to be able to take them shots on the chin and just keep it moving. And, you know, because there's always going to be more work. But you get to the point. Okay, don't blame it on the music. When you can hear the similarities in the production with that and something serious, obviously, because you know you produced some classic tracks, including the title track off that album from Big Mike, which we're going to play in a second. Were you recording these things simultaneously? Like, were you doing tracks with Trinity Garden and then doing tracks with Mike at the same time, or was there a space in between here?
Man, I'm gonna tell you how some of those things happen. I'm competing. I got a time competition, meaning like these them would get in the studio at a certain time. And so if I knew I needed to make a track for the Fifth Ward Boys or whoever I'm trying to present to, I needed to beat them to the studio just so I could get my stuff done, whoever I was going to present, because at that particular time, thank God, D and James Foster, they were giving me an opportunity. I didn't want to disrespect that, you know. They were giving me my opportunity, meaning like nobody else was giving me an opportunity to work on equipment and work on beats all day at their cost. You know, they provided the building, they provided the equipment. So if I wanted to do something extra, I had to put in that extra time. So either the wee hours of the morning or either late night hours of the night. You know, I would work on tracks. Me and Reggie. That's Reggie actually playing on Smoked Out Reggie playing the bass line on the Something Serious. And that was the track that I made. You know, actually that was one that maybe at the time Cartel they wasn't really digging remakes. So I put that particular track on tape and took it to Digital Services, and Big Chief, he hooked that up with Big Mike, and that was the go from there. So it was all within that same time frame. It was just from one beat to the next. You know, it's like, hey, right now I'm finna do a sample. I'm finna do a sample track, but you know, I'm gonna snatch the sample out and try to replay the tune, and I'm finna you know, try to present that to Rap a Lot, and that's how that went. All the rap, you had you see Odd Squad working on stuff. You had what's the group out of California? Man, I got a track on their album, but I forgot the two guys. But then you had so many artists working on something, and 9 times out of 10, if you went up to digital services where they were working, it's like, come on, man, you're bound to get a track placement on something. You know, between Bushwick Bill, Solo, between, man, who else? Chulo, Fifth Ward Boys, man, there's so many people, man. Big Mello, 3-2, Big Mike. Man, it was just a time to not be, don't be, you know, kind of funny style in your ways. It's an opportunity to network, man, and that's what, you know, if I wish I had more time. I wish I had used my time a little bit more wisely. I could have made more projects, man, because the doors were like wide open, man. If you had a good relationship with them and wasn't just this dude with a bad attitude, man, you could have made a lot of change with Lil J, man. Much respect to Lil J and Big T, man. They were some good people, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
but they were
a lot of
always
hits came out of that factory, man, that label. A lot of hits, you know. And it's still revered, you know, as probably one of the best hip-hop labels in the history of the game, you know. So it's huge. You were a huge part of that as well. We got some callers for you, Mike. I'm gonna hit the lines.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring on the homie from France, and the homie from this is Sin from France. I'm gonna bring on the homie Exit Only from Jackson, Mississippi. We'll let Sin ask his question first. What's up, fellas?
What's going on there with Fred? What's up, J Max? What's going on with you, Mike D?
Oh man.
Yeah,
what's
up?
Sinister.
Yeah. What's up, Exit? What's up, Scott and Mike J? What's up, Mike B? Yeah, Mike B, you're well. Yeah, you're well known for your Southern Gamble Funk Deep South blues. You produce, of course, for TGC, for Big Mike, but also for a lot of people don't know, for Ace Deutsch, for Mr. Mike, for Gangsta Nip, for Menace Clown, for Lil Sin, Big 50, Gang Society. Can you tell us about the song? Yeah, Menace Clown, yeah, it was crazy. Last drive-by. Can you tell us about the song Hotels of Gangsta Nip you made and the money situations for Lil Sin?
Let's see, Gangsta Nip, man.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool situation, man. I worked with Gangsta Nip out at Big Rich's studio, man. Way out there here in Houston, man. That was pretty cool. When Big Michael, Gangsta Nip was down with Rap a Lot, man. It was, we were doing cassette tapes at the time. You know, I brought a cassette tape to Gangsta Nip. He picked like 4 tracks, man, and from there it was on. Yes, sir. I dumped the tracks in Big Rich's studio. Big Rich's is known for, a lot of the recordings of Big Mello and 3-2 and South Park Coalition. A lot of the SUC members and groups and stuff like that, man. So that was a good experience.
Yeah.
I'm still cool with Gangsta Nip right now today, man. He just released another album here recently, and I got like 2 tracks on it, so it's all good.
Yeah. The Southern Gamble Funk you made, we can listen to Bourbons and Impalas on Big Mike. You can feel 4G for 4G for Life or One Love of A Dirt or Let's Go On, a ghetto strain of Mr. Mike or Hood Song for Fifth World compilation. It's crazy. You got rid of the Gamble Funk sound, you know?
Yeah, man. I stayed working, man.
Yeah.
And I was blessed that a lot of guys were picking a lot of tracks, man. So, and they still working right now today, man. It's just You know, we are older
Yeah.
now. We got families. We just can't hit the studio on an everyday basis like we used to. But we still get some stuff done. It's just a little bit slower of a process. But they're coming. Ace Deuce has another project coming. He's doing more positive style music now. So he's got some stuff in the fire that's coming. Who else? Man, a lot of people, man. It's just hard. I got a big list right here. If I went through this list right now, I would be at least about a good 15 minutes naming names who I have projects coming out in this year.
Yeah, it's crazy too. Also, you have for the Ghetto My Hood, Trinity Garden Cartel. You have the first pen and pixel graphics cover. Do you know it?
Oh, yeah.
It was the first.
Yeah. They right when they were beginning, before they even got with Master P. Before they got with Master P, man, we were the first ones to give them a shot, man, and they did it, man, and they blew up after that.
You guys were the first. I didn't even know that. You guys were the first to have pen and pixel on there.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were the first ones to try it with as far as doing artwork and having them like do this duplication for us and the wax turn up and stuff like that.
Yeah, the Ghetto My Hood was the first. Before I bought MJG, man. Yeah. Before Swab House.
We did business with Pen and Pixel before when they were like in a small apartment out on Memorial Drive.
Wow.
This was before they moved into an office building. So.
Yeah, you guys were right at the jump. You know what I'm saying? And they went on to make so many classic album covers over the years. We got a caller, another caller from Houston.
Okay.
832, what's up, homie?
Hey, yeah, I wanted to holler at Mike B. What's up, Mike B?
Oh, man, what's going on, man? Ain't nothing. Who we got on the line?
Hey, man, this A-Dog, man. I just wanted to tell you, man, I really, really admire them tracks you be banging out, man. You've been doing it for a long time, man.
That's what's up, man. I sure appreciate you, man. This the A-Dog from the Original Gangsters?
Yeah. I did listen to some Original Gangster. Yeah, man. Hey, matter of fact, you know, I used to rap Big Mike back in the day, man.
What? Yeah, that's why you on the Big Mike album, man. That's what, man. Hey, what's going on, man? Much respect to you, man. How you doing?
Man, great, man. Just good to be, you know, within the likes of folks like you, man. God-fearing brother, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But I just wanted to give you a shout out, man. You doing your thing, man.
Appreciate it, man. Good looking out.
Thank you for calling in the show, man. Bro. I appreciate it. See, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You never know who's going to call in here. That turned out to be a guy that you worked with at one point in time.
Yeah, man.
Wow, that's dope. When was the last time you talked to him?
Who, A-Dog?
The guy just called in, yeah.
The guy that just called, man, it's been, I talk to him often. He's working on some new stuff, man, and another guy that's working on some more positive stuff instead of the girls and the money and the cars. He got a message for the youngsters, man. You know how to do right, man. Choices of life, you know. That's his whole angle. You know, how to teach the youngsters something different rather than just, smoke it up, pop it up,
Yeah.
Definitely. That's his goal. Mr. A-Dog.
That's needed right now. You know what I mean?
Yes, it is.
We got the homie Extra only in Jackson, Mississippi, man. I know you bumped rap a lot over the years and heard plenty of Mike B's production.
Man,
you
grew up on it. Talking about literally grew up on it. Yo, Mike, all I got to say, man, salute to you. And it's not for even what you have done in the past to help build this Southern hip-hop to what it is, but to what even you're doing now and what you're going to do in the future. So glad to hear you still in the game. You're like one of the pioneers that actually did it. You know what I'm saying? The majority of the sound that came from about Rap-A-Lot, Texas, and that's you. So, man, salute to you, man. You've been putting out great quality music. I know you haven't stopped. I enjoy hearing how you actually spoke about the progress of growth, how when you got new equipment, you learn how to operate it and orchestrate it and placed it within your production for your newest material, man. That's like awesome, because that's what it's all about. You have to grow in this game, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people stay the same. And to hear, you know what I'm saying, all these legends that I grew up on still in the game, that really makes me so proud to even say that I'm a part of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm a part of this Southern hip-hop. So, bro, salute you. Keep doing it.
Appreciate it, man. I just know that in my world, man, I'm competing with that guy who is maybe at his mom's house with no job, no responsibility, that he got all day long to make tracks. And I remember when I was in that particular lane, man, I wasn't thinking about doing no tracks. Man, I'm thinking about, man, let me go get a burger. Let me play this PlayStation, and I might do one track. Okay, cool, that's it for the day. Let me go back, watch some more TV. But now, man, you got individuals that's they grind a little bit more than back in the days. It's a digital world. These guys are making 4 or 5 tracks a day, whereas, I don't have that type of time. So when I do stick it in, I need to hit it, man. And 9 times out of 10, like right now, you got to have the mindset of you got to know Fruity Loops, you got to know Pro Tools, you got to know Logic, you got to know Digital Former, and whatever else you can learn, because these other cats that's got all day, they own it. And they don't.
Mike, I wasn't going to ask a question, but I got to know this.
Go ahead.
During the process, as you said, how things came from, you know what I'm saying, we used to do everything from ADAT to analog to a complete digital world. And you done rode that whole music roller coaster up and down that hill. How do you feel about the difference in what used to be done compared to what it is now? I mean, I know music changed and you have to evolve with music. That I know. But do you feel like music was better back in the days when you actually set in with these live instruments, you know what I'm saying, and coming up with these sounds and taking a certain bass line drop and manipulating it to get a particular sound out of it? Do you feel more comfortable with those times than dealing with the music of nowadays?
One response I would have to say, I just really miss those. I miss those moments where you got the guitar player in, you got the bass player in, you got the singer that's waiting to do her or his part, and it's kind of like all those individuals in one room, man. It's like you can't help but make a good hit. Whereas now, okay, it's a digital world, so I might do the bass line myself. I might try to even reference the singing part myself or whatever. We got auto-tune, so I probably do a hook on it. You may never even know it's me. I don't even have to tell you it's me, but So now you just, a lot of stuff is not, well, in my setting right now, a lot of stuff is not like it used to be because you don't have that room full of people that's saying, that's trying to help out with the whole song, that whole record,
That vibe, that vibe.
That vibe, yeah. And definitely, you don't have, a lot of places you don't have that big board that you're sitting on in front of, and that kick ain't feeling right. You have to go on that feeling, man. If it ain't that right bump, you can change it or whatever. But now, it's just kind of like, you just let your song play and you just stroll through kick drums. And it's kind of generic. It's not as authentic as it used to be back in the days. You got more access to more sounds. It takes away in some sense, but then it adds to it. And so I'm kind of on the fence line with certain things. I love it and I hate it in the same breath.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real tough, man. It's the same thing, for writers too. Everything, there's no more magazines. It's all digital. You know what I'm saying? You read your shit on your iPad, your Kindle. Everything has changed, you know what I'm saying? And you have to either evolve or get phased out. and it's continuously evolving. You know, what are we going to do in 20 years from now? Be able to send beats to each other through our mind? I mean, it's fucking nuts. You know, but you lived through all those eras, like X had just said, man. You've seen the elevations and the changes, the fluctuations, and for you to still be here doing what you're doing and still being relevant, man, that says a lot for you and your talents and your ability. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you what though, we're gonna go off into one more track, then we're gonna come back on and chop it up with you for a few more minutes. I know you gotta get back to the gig. This one here is Gangsta Nip, Hood Tales, man. Tell us about this classic from '96.
Man, I know about Hood Tales. I know it's a lot of songs that I've done with Gangsta Nip, but that one I know it beat like crazy, man. I just remember at one point I had to relay it, and out of all the ones that I laid, and we were doing it on reel to reel at that time, man. I remember. That's what I'm saying about the moments, man. You can name a song, and I can tell you most likely who was in the room, because I live for them crazy moments. There's always a crazy studio person in the room that has nothing to do with the doggone song, man. So I remember that night at Big Rich's, man, laying that track out, and some individual out there in the hallway, somebody, Big Swift Swift making beats in the next door. His beats so doggone loud we can't even hear what we doing inside our other room. He messing with a SP 1200 that just beat so hard. We in there like, man, okay, well, shoot, that's what come with the game. So let's just get our stuff done. Gangsta Nip running up and down the hallway before he do his vocals. Crazy, man, but I gotta look. But you know.
But what's it like working with him? He's such a genius, man, with the lyrics and his stories, man. What's it like working with him?
Man, it wasn't hard at all, man. It's like I laid the track, man. Gangsta Nip, he had the vocals all practiced out. When we got in the studio, as soon as I was finished laying the whole beat out, tracking the beat out, we got a good headphone mix, and he went in and did his thing, man. At that time, I you know, each phase, man, I'm always learning. You could ask me right now, and I'll still be hesitant on trying to say that, hey, man, I know it all. I'm not going to sit in front of the boards and tell you that I got the game locked on the knowledge of engineering and mixing and mastering, man. There's so much stuff out there. I stay looking at tutorials on trying to learn and be better at what I do. So even at that time with Gangsta Nip, I wasn't too comfortable in front of the 24-track or 48-track mixing board. So Big Rich's, you know, between Trinity Garden Cartel and Gangsta Nip album, I was just approaching the fence of running the boards on my own. But Big Rich's, he like, hey, man, look, now's your time. I ain't got time to do this tonight. This is what you press, get it done. I say, man, okay, cool. And, you know, whenever I had a question, you know, they didn't treat me wrong. They wasn't spiteful and trying to embarrass you, man. It's just the love of the game, man. They really showed me how to work the equipment if I didn't know. And Gangsta Nip, he was patient if I had a problem with something. You know, he was patient while with me learning, I didn't spoil the vibe of him laying the song. So it was all good. He distorted the whole. Oh man, that was just a funny moment that night, man. I was like, no, hold on, Nip, you can't do it that loud, Nip. You can't. Hold up.
he sounded like he was fun to work with, though. Like he was real passionate about his music, and you know, just a humble guy.
Nip was an individual. Good folks.
Yeah. Oh man, definitely. So many legends up out of H-Town, man, and you're definitely one of the coldest producers, man. It's a huge honor to have you back on the show. Before we go, though, if anybody wants to get at you for beats or production or whatever, man, what's the best way they can reach you, Mike?
Man, they can go to my website, MikeBTracks.com, and I got tracks online, and my email is on there as well. It's MikeB@MikeBTracks.com. All my information on there on my website is available. You can send me an email. You can, I think my phone number is on there as well. My track history, all the news that I got going on. I try to update my site as much as possible. A lot of projects I'm working with, man. I can't even start them. Now I don't want to miss nobody, man. But it's a lot of things coming. And I just, if the game let me get back in full time, oh man, they're in trouble. And that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm praying for every day.
Yeah.
I've been doing more DJing as well too, man. I've had to bring back out the turntables, man, for certain events, man. So that's a plus too, man. That's within this last year, man. I've DJed about maybe 20-something parties, and it's already like February. So I've been like, and this is just not like your birthday party and your, weddings or whatnot. It's actually like ciphers and, getting the break beats out while I got about 4 or 5 rappers spitting, stuff like that.
So you're doing the DJing and you're doing the beats, your school, your work. You don't sleep then, is what you're telling us.
Man, I get about an hour, man, and I try to, get on back up. I mean, my body will let me know when it's time to go to sleep. So,
Yeah.
But I try hard. I try hard to stay focused and get as much done, man, in between getting rest or whatnot. And of course, I'm a family man, and my wife, trying not to make her upset with my schedule. But I got to do it because it's for them. It's for my family. Because I want to get it on another level, man. I want to take the trips, have a whole family with me, man, all based on music, man. I would love that. That's my goal. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, it's going to go down for sure, man, and I look forward to it. We look forward to having you back on the show again. Maybe we can do a Trinity Garden Cartel roundtable or something in the future and get Dion and just chop it up. You guys are legend in the game. I'm glad D's out, and I'm looking forward to his music, too. But anytime you want to come on the show, man, just let me know, Mike. We got you.
Okay, and then I'll do this, man. When I hang up, I'm going to get all the information. I'll get you D's information and KB and some of the other members like Sub-Zero and X-Man and Earth and all of them, man. Just schedule them, man. And they ready, man. They're ready, man. They all got stuff going on, but they're not too busy, man, to give you an interview and to say what's going on in their world.
That's what's up, man. That's what I'm talking about. Because there's definitely people out there like myself and our listeners that want to find out what's going on with these guys. Salute to you, Mike B. Thank you for coming on the show, man. Don't work too hard tonight, brother.
Oh, it sounds good, man. If you can, let me sign off, if you will, man, because I got to say, got to introduce, the new single with Ice Water Slaughter. That's on CD Baby right now, man. It's called Hater, I Love You. And also another group that's Mean Green is really co-signing them, man. It's real good guys, man. The BGN, they out of Trinity Garden as well, man. BGN, they got some stuff going on. They're getting a lot of radio play up there in Mississippi, man. Got the song called Back It Up Like a Crawfish, man. They kind of like on some New Orleans kind of style kind of stuff, man. So, and of course, once again, it's my track, man. So I'm anxious to get the word out about everything I'm doing. And that's it, man. If y'all can play that for me, man, that would just put the icing on the cake for my night, man.
Yeah,
that's
no, you said Ice Water Slaughter. It's called Hater, I Love You. He's going to be coming on the show Monday. This is available right now.
Yeah, it's available right now.
It's
on Valentine's Day.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. I definitely, you know what I'm saying, definitely look forward to having him on the show and chopping it up with him. What's he been up to? I mean, we got the song right here. You want an intro for us?
Yeah, man, hey, let's do it. You ready with it right now?
Yeah, I got it right now.
Really?
Ice Water Slaughter, Hater, I Love You. This off his album, and it's available right now, so our listeners can go get it right now if they want it.
Yes, sir. Brand new single off the album that's coming to you called Gone Fishing. But this is the single, Hate I Love You.
You know what I'm saying? That's a taste of what's coming. You know what I'm saying? Ice Water Slaughter, Hater I Love You, produced by legendary Mike B. Man, I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm telling you what, that's going to be classic, fellas. You know what I'm saying? That's coming out real soon. We're going to actually have Ice Water Slaughter on the show this coming Monday, which will be, what will it be, fellas? Help my old ass out. Yeah, okay, the 20th. The 20th. You know, I got to look at the calendar. You know, my mind ain't what it used to be. You know, I'm punch drunk right now. But all joking aside, I'm about to get real serious real quick. To all the people that we reach out to, that we've built relationships with over the past few years, actually past 5 years, and with me, some of you, past 20-plus years. First and foremost, I got nothing but respect and love for all you guys that have always kept it 100 with me and my people, have always, you know what I'm saying, never questioned where my loyalty is at or where my integrity in this game is at. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? And I also respect the ones, you know what I'm saying, that have been hitting me up lately over the past few days because of what's been going on. Now, let me address something here. If somebody hits you up and says, you know what I'm saying, we're cool with the Murder Master Music Show, you know, come on our show, man, don't do it based on them saying that. If you do it, you know what I'm saying, based on them saying that, please know that if it didn't come from Mac J, if it didn't come from Prez, you know what I'm saying, if it didn't come from Sin, if it didn't come from Exit, didn't come from Scratch, you know what I'm saying, or if it didn't come from the homie Brandon, or anybody that is actual UGS for life, you know what I'm saying, affiliates, then it's not us. You know what I'm saying? And it's not cool to do that. We don't do that, you know what I'm saying, because let's say we say, okay, we're friends with so-and-so, will you come on our show? And then you come on our show and have a bad experience, you're not going to want to go on their show. It's just bad for business. It's not good business. You know what I'm saying? A certain individual was caught on more than one occasion doing this. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's booking shows or whatever for another show. It was brought to my attention, you know, along with some other things. And right now it's like, all right, you know, the podcast game, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But we've been doing this shit, like Max said earlier, 5 fucking years, man. You know what I'm saying? We've given you guys, this is episode 358. You know what I'm saying? By the end of the year, we'll have well over 400 episodes. You know what I'm saying? Since we're doing this shit every night, you know, we might even hit 500 by the end of the year. Who knows? But what I'm saying is, don't be name dropping us. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will address. I'm not even going to say what show that came from because, you know, no need to. But I will address this other show too. It's very, very similar to what they're not doing what we're doing because they're not interviewing artists, but their name and their fucking graphics, they look very fucking similar. I'll put you this way. Our name is the Murder Master Music Show, 3 M's and an S. These motherfuckers got 3 M's and an S with the name Murder right in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Our logo has blood dripping red on it. Their logo is like ice with blue dripping on it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the shit is getting corny. And these guys, they're not affiliated with the other show as far as being on the same thing. They're 2 separate entities, but the other show promotes these guys. They promote their shit along with their own. You know what I'm saying? Man. So they see it. They see it.
They're all on They're all on the same network. It would be like Mac J. Like we talk about Mac J show on Saturday. It's the same thing with them. Like the same people put both of them shows on.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same people, but it's not the same show. But they still promote that show themselves. And it's like if you can't see the similarities, you got a problem. And we've been getting the messages in the inboxes, people trying to squash things between us and them. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing to squash. You You know what I'm saying? These guys are like, oh, why did anybody call me? And this, I don't need to call you guys. I don't even fucking know you guys hardly. All right? I don't know you guys. What you guys are doing over there and what we're doing over here are two totally different things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're doing the hip-hop thing and we're doing the hip-hop thing, but you ain't the Murder Master Music Show. We ain't your show. You know what I'm saying? We ain't Doggy Diamonds. We ain't Vlad TV. We ain't The Kill Show or any of these shows out nowadays. You know what I'm saying? We ain't none of these guys. We're the Murder Master Music Show, UGSforlife.com. That's who the fuck we are. Now, for you guys that want to take issue with that want to fucking, you know what I'm saying, hate on the under and pick sides and this and that, you can do what you want. But at the end of the day, we're going to still be over here knocking out shows. I'm just telling this to artists because I don't want artists to get the wrong impression about us. We are not affiliated with any other fucking show or podcast other than the ones that are down with UGS for Life. That's it. You know what I'm saying? We might go on another podcast or show for an interview from time to time, or we might bring them on. Matter of fact, we're bringing two of them on tomorrow. We're bringing Off the Cuff Radio and Rhythmic Karma on tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? To show love because we were on both of their shows. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. You know, but we're not affiliated with them. You know what I'm saying? They do their own thing. We're not going to be trying to get their guests or trying to be like, hey, man, Off the Cuff, they're my people, man. You were on their show. How about you come on our show? No. That's not how it's done. You know what I'm saying? We don't name drop shit like that, man. We take pride in the fact that we get our guests through hard work. I contact these people myself. Mac J hits these people up himself. Brandon hits these people up himself. Same with Sin. We don't go out there and say, oh, man, I heard you on Vlad. Can you come on our show? No. That just ain't cool for business. It ain't cool for the industry. It ain't cool for nothing, man, because things like that could turn into something ugly. And we don't need to be affiliated with that shit. So what do? We cut the water off. Let them do their thing. I don't give a fuck. Keep doing your shows over there. You know, do what you want, man. Hey, cool. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's going to affect what we're doing because we're going to keep doing what the fuck we're doing over here. But to those that want to try to put us together and patch things up, I appreciate the effort. But at the end of the day, there ain't nothing to patch up. We don't know these dudes. We don't fucking know them. You know what I'm saying? We don't know these guys, so there's nothing to patch up with somebody that you don't fucking know. You know, there ain't going to be no, oh, man, call me and let's work things out. There's nothing to work out. Your boy fucked up. He got caught with his hands in the cookie jar, so to speak, and that's what it is. Now, either fucking take responsibility for it or just shut the fuck up about it. Quit trying to send me inboxes and my people inboxes and messages and this and that. There's no need for none of that shit. There's no need for none of it, man. Just do what you do. We're going to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you know, I really got no more to say about that shit, to be honest with you guys. Hell of a show tonight, though, with Mike B, man. Guy's a legend. He came on and he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's you know, a huge honor to be able to have somebody like that on the show. Last thing I need now is somebody to hit him up and say, hey, man, we're cool with the Murder Master Music Show. You were just on there. Why don't you come on our show? And then let's say Mike goes on their show, which, you know, has a bad experience or something like that. He might be like, man, I ain't fucking with the Murder Master Music Show. I know Mike wouldn't do that because he knows, you know what I'm saying, if he's listening, he knows what's going on. But other artists don't know. They might think, oh, you're cool with Prez and them and Mac J. Okay, cool, man, we're going to book you on the show. And then you book him on the show and there's a problem. And now guess what? This guy won't come on our show no more because of that shit. So what you need to do, you know what I'm saying, instead of inboxing me saying, what's going on, why ain't nobody called me, blah, 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 you need to talk to your guy and just tell him to quit name dropping. And then you need to talk to them dudes that you're promoting who are definitely trying to emulate what we're doing as far as the look goes. You know, I don't know what their show is about or nothing like that. I could give a fuck less. I just know what I see, man. When you put their shit, their graphics up next to ours, side by side, I mean, come on, it's a no-brainer. My graphic artist was hella pissed. He's like, they're even biting my style of art. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I'm saying? The homie Scratch saw that shit. He posted it up there. And, you know, kind of pissing me off, man. Like, why? Why the fuck these motherfuckers want to do that shit when you clearly know that there's somebody else that's been doing this shit for years? You know what I'm saying? We're not talking, we're not one of these new year of the podcast startup shows. We've been doing this shit for years. You know what I'm saying? Technically, you know what I'm saying, we're doing the 5-year show that's been live, you know what I'm saying, with this Murder Master Music Show goes back to 2004. You know what I'm saying, when we did the pre-recorded podcast. So, come on. Just do your fucking thing. And don't act like, oh, man, I don't know what happened. I don't know what the hell happened. Nah, man, that ain't cool. And then,
no.
It's crazy. It's crazy. What's up, Exit? I'm rambling now.
What's going on with it, Scott? Bottom line is, man, this is big enough for everybody to do what they're doing. And everybody do what they do and do it their way. Just stay in your lane and do you. That's kind of really the whole objective. The guilty speak. Anytime somebody sit there and say, hey, I don't know why it's going on or what's going on, they know what's going on. And I also know this too. But we bigger than that as representatives of this underground hip-hop to where we don't even have to focus on that, man. What I do know is biters have to have something to bite off of. If you didn't originally started it, they would have nothing to duplicate. It's a difference between being a creator and being a person that duplicates something that's already created. So, man, what is being done with the Murder Master Music Show, and I've been a fan from day one, man. I'm just so honored to be accepted in among family as family. And with family, I believe, is loyalty for life. You know what I'm saying? As my man Fred Stott say all the time. You know what I'm saying? We throw the males up over here. There's loyalty over everything. Death before dishonor. So, you know, people really just got to start getting back to the principle of what's fucking real out here. It's like everybody want to do all this shit to make it. Everybody want to get on. Everybody want to be Hollywood, want to be bigger than what they are. Man, just fucking do you and do it for the love. If you ain't doing it for the love, get the fuck out of it. We got too many fake people in here now and shit acting like they doing it for the love and just fucking getting rich off of it. And the people who deserve the wealth don't get nothing because it's overcrowded and oversaturated with all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this is true to what you do.
Producers too, you know, guys living at the moms doing this shit all day long, all night long. Yeah, man, it's real shit. Actually, man, there's a lot of guys out there. The oversaturation is to a point where it's almost uncontrollable. But
exactly,
it just makes us kick it up a few notches. You know what I'm saying? We went from one show.
Well, like I said on that verse, you know what I'm saying?
Everything.
You can steal from the real, but you can't outlast it. As you said, it's over 5 years. None of these newcomers is going to conquer 5 years. And when they do conquer 5 years, we done conquered 10 years. What you're doing is way ahead of where they're trying to get to. So, hey, you know, do what you do. We're going to do what we do. Murder Master Music Show, UGS for life, and that's for life. And shit ain't going to stop. And we can't be focusing on the nonsense to throw everything off game plan. Got to get focused and keep doing what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Grind until, as I said and put up on that post, we grind until.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's real shit, man. And you know, people got to understand it's not a one-man show or even a two-man show with me and Mac J. There's a bunch of people behind the scenes that help us, you know what I'm saying? And we got nothing but love for all you guys, man, and nothing but respect. And at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, you know, when we do leave this behind and say, you know what, man, this is our legacy, this is what we did, you know, I want to be able to look back and say we did this shit with dignity, we did it with respect, and we never bit or stole shit from anyone. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way it should be done, man. You know,